microphone like that. And then you can start the show. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Welcome to the end of Monday. At least for many of you, I hope it's the end of Monday. Because that means we've made it through the hardest, the hardest day of the week. We got done with Xenia last week, or Xena maybe. Last week. Here, so we go ahead and turn the colors and the lines off. Oh yeah, that's right, that was on that layer, wasn't it? That's fine. Alright, now we've got Pierce to work through here. I can turn Xenia's... I turn that eye off now. We've got Pierce here, a Goblin Artificer, I believe. That's who she is. I got a basic sketch done. Who dares do that? Oh, that's who dare do that, and that's fine, actually. Gotta take a quick message here. Alright. That's fine, alright. Where I'd have Pierce's ref image somewhere, which is just a pit crew image that they did. Let's grab that. There's our quick little image here that we'll be grabbing colors off of for Pierce. They have runes tattooed on them, which is essentially what we got going here. I just grabbed some Nordic runes and think I'm going to be using those. I'll probably try and add a glowing effect onto them. When I get to that portion there. Anyway, I had to pull up I got to pull up a quick website for AfterStream. So, excuse me for a second there. 280 streams, why? You madman. Why, you madman? Okay. Close our colors off. Let's make our folder here for Pierce. Is there an E in there? No, there is no E. Okay, it's just PYRS. Yeah, I've got the base colors right here on the side. I'm going to be doing a bit of hair play there, and I got to figure out something here in the body, obviously. Let's play with that now, I guess. Quick in the sketch here. Tunic, yeah, we'll go in there because that's basically just that, yeah. Something like that. Honestly, probably what I should do is I should probably drop this shoulder down a little bit. I have some pretty broad shoulders. Give me and here's a body layer. Body layer, that's got a lot going on in it. Probably because I didn't use it all that much, which is fine. Gonna get rid of that. Actually, it's kind of fine as is. Um, we'll just constantly our shoulders. Come on, there we go. All right, let's grab this darker green actually right here. Because that's the color of the... Yeah. Actually, you know what? We'll go into this that deep green right there. Let's get a monofill put right there. Just like that. All right. That's small. Let's bump this up to 8. That might be a more believable shoulder angle here, maybe? I guess. Yeah, because we can bring the tunic in. You just actually toss a picture up right. Yeah. Did I use any of these for reference that I'm looking at on the Googles? Kind of that one, I guess. Here in the Etsy store. So one thing I should probably try and adjust for. Let's go on the tunic layer. I'll grab that color real quick. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. Kind of tighten it around. Let's think here. Oh, that's right. We got some background music to get going. That's right. Whoopsie doodles. And of course, OBS is not picking it up. Let's. Oh no, it is. It's just not picking the window up for you guys. There. Music's going through at least, so that's good. I was wondering why I was a little quiet as I was trying to think. I was just my head screaming at me. I think one thing I'll do. Well, let's do this whole area right here. Actually, flip that horizontal. There, that's got that angle on it that I need. That I'm actually looking for. Have it connect about there. drop this a little bit more. So that will actually give us a couple more. Well, yeah, I got us a couple more, like those little ties right there. And then, is that details? Yes, runes are in the details. I can take this one off, but I'll kind of leave it like that as it curves over the shoulder. Let's see. I think, yeah, I can get rid of this up here. So that kind of wraps and hugs a little bit better. I think this is on the original body layer. Yep, get rid of that. Don't need that. Need to work on the wrist a little bit better, I think. But that's here on the arm layer. So I do have a hand on its own. I think we'll do in the hand is we'll look at our own for a second here. That's the right hand. Right? Yes, that's the right hand. So, get my drawing glove back on. That's the right hand. Let's kind of have go. That gives it a little more of a look there. Yeah, it looks a little better of a hand. And then as far as Pierce, the rest of the body goes, again, we're going to grab this dark green here. I think I could just kind of get away with that. I think it'll be fine. All right. Step back, take a look at this. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. I'll probably end up making. Okay. Uh-oh. Excuse me. Probably making glasses just a little bit bigger, even though they are at an angle, which might be a little rough. Bow wow. But yeah, we'll get to that. Okay. Oh, wrong tab. All right. So let's get in our dark here. We close the sketch up. Lines, pierce. Let's get 5 layers so far. Body and tunic will be different layers. Arm and hand. Let's get a couple more layers. Head, face, hair, Runes will need to be their own layer. Or at least, no, yeah, they're going to have to start off as their own layer to get the glow effect going. But I think we'll do it. We're not going to make them all glow, maybe just a few of them. But that should be okay-ish. So... okay, yeah, Xenia's lines were pretty thick. Now let's go with 12 for some of these lines. If that looks too big, I'll kick it down. But I will say this, these images have been like kind of outside my normal size ratio for my pictures, because I usually use the 5 and 6s for my line art and things like that. Ain't much going on. Since these are like portraits here of what we're doing. What would texture look like? Okay, let's play with this a little bit. Let's play with this texture a little bit here. Because I kind of want to use it to, ooh. Well, that's interesting. But no, I want to use it as like a, like a worn leather sort of look. Sharp angles, what if I turn that on? Taper. Speed, turn sharp angle off. So I kind of like that rigidness that's built into it. So I want to try and emphasize that. So let's see if there's a rotation in here. Correction, no, I don't. Starting and ending, interesting. No. Stroke. Okay, stroke is kind of working it. Stroke is giving me that scrungly look I kind of want. Let's bring it down to 40. Okay. Now, texture, stroke. Yeah. Brush tip, stroke, texture. Yeah, I'm not getting like an angle verification, I don't think, but that's all right. Let's see what happens if I just use it as is right now. A little too much, I think. Let's bring this to 20. 15. Let's go 10. How about 5? Back to 10. Okay, I think 10 might be a nice happy medium. Okay. Let's bring the brush size down to 15. I like that. Okay, I like that. Do like how that's looking now. So we will close that off now. Almost have it. I almost have it. Alright, let's hit this save button. So I think I'm going to be spending a lot of time trying to get this section right. Zoom out and look. Yeah, I think I want to bring this down a little bit more. Alright, we'll hold it there. I've got a hard angle there. I should put one over here as well. So, go back. I like how this looks down here. I'm not touching that, except maybe that. All right. Put that across from there. Okay, I think I like that. So now we bring that to about that corner. Let's file a little bit closer. There we go. I think if we bring this long like that, nope. Not too much. Nope, too small. Okay, I think I kind of like that, except here. I think that's not bad. I don't think that's all that bad. You know what? I think I'll use the same pen, but let's make this a little darker for like these tie strings. So let's see. I'll turn the value down a little bit. I'll put a little red in there. I'm going to go off these corners here. Okay, maybe not. I'll put it on the body layer so it goes underneath. There we are. Let's go ahead back to our gel pen, our G pen. I'll make the arm a little bit smaller. Again, Goblin after all. I believe they are on the smaller side of the Goblin scale. The hand is pretty decent, so we're gonna roll with what we have here. Go right back in here and get rid of these lines since they're now behind. Tunic, get rid of those. Clean up as we go, which is fine. I'm just trying something a little different here on the head, and clearly I'm not liking the finished. Pull that into there. There we go. Okay. Let's go. Oh, it's on the body layer. Good. Good, I did that. Like that. Good. Okay, reset. Alright, yeah, that's not bad. That's body, right? Yeah, that's body, so we'll put the ear on the head layer. Well, I'm going for more small goblin energy, but yeah, I get what you're saying, though. Actually, you know what? We're going to turn that down. Turn that down, and do I want to play with that a little bit? Alright, 8 seems too small compared. We'll go to 10. Let's try. Don't know what I'm doing here, I just am. I think that does work a little bit. Let's bump up to 10 for, let's hit that save button too. Bump up to 10 for the face, because I do want its lines to be big, but I do want it to be a little bit smaller than the border. Well, that the border face lines are. Go. Oh, good, I have the hiccups. That's just fantastic. I want to get the teeth first. You know what? Let's go to the hairline. We'll go underneath. Ooh, too thick. Wow, that is thick. Rotate. Okay. I think that's all right. Actually, no. because she's got that lip ring. I gotta figure out how to bring that out. Should really be in the detail layer at the moment. Head, face, head, face, head, face, head. Head. Let's rotate our image again. Back to our pen. So at least close up our mouth. Okay, I think that's pretty decent. I think that works. Yeah. Face layer, before I get too carried away. Think. Let's grab the sketch layer real quick. If I flip this, yeah, I think I like that better. Rotate, move. That kind of gives it. For some reason, I think I like with this little more of a sinister look. Unfortunately, I don't know much about the character, so maybe she doesn't have that mad scientist vibe going on, but that's what I kind of get. Let's bump this down to 7 for the eyes. Oh boy, here I go attempting irises even though I rarely ever draw them. God, they just look out of place. That one looks fine. This one does not. Let's flip our image here. We're going to spend a lot of time on this eye just rinsing and repeating, I think. Almost. Although, you know what? It is indeed time for our break. So, hello, Mad Ducks. We're going to go ahead and take our commercial break here. Give my hand a rest and just let me look at this too. So we'll be right back.
We'll be right back after a short commercial announcement. Sheesh, stick around.
Help me, my toothache!
No worries, I'm the Crocodile Dentist. I'll fix that smile, you crocodile. I'm the Crocodile Dentist.
Crocodile Dentist.
Just grab and pull. There's what a mouthful. I'm the Crocodile Dentist.
Crocodile
The
Dentist.
game's Crocodile Dentist. Take turns pulling teeth, but don't pull the wrong one or he'll snap and you're out. It's a mouthful of fun, but don't pull the wrong one. I'm the Crocodile Dentist.
Crocodile Dentist. Win!
I feel so much better.
Crocodile Dentist.
From Milton Bradley.
Do you believe in magic?
And I hope you
You always have a friend wearing big red shoes.
That's me.
in magic.
I wish everyone could hear us.
They can, Ronald.
Good morning, this is McDonald's Tiny Toon Adventures Traffic Report. Looks like Sweetie has flattened Furball, Buster's shooting hoops in the northbound lane, and Wacky Land is seeing the usual tie-ups. This report is brought to you by McDonald's, where one toy vehicle comes with each Happy Meal you buy.
Introducing Domino Rally Spectacular Stunt Set. More than one set shown. Domino Rally Spectacular Stunt Set. Also look for the motorized domino dealer that automatically sets up your dominoes. Works with all Domino Rally sets.
Now there's Laser Pinball, the supercharged new pinball game with the electronic puck, hot digital sounds, and power flippers at your fingertips. Score! Laser Pinball from Tiger.
In the Batman Returns handheld game,
What do you want?
you must destroy the Penguin's evil army and defeat the Catwoman. Then face the Penguin himself.
You don't really think you'll win, do you?
Yes! The Batman Returns handheld electronic game.
Open.
She was someone I could really talk to.
Try again. Spit.
The Wonder Years, today at 5:30.
We now return to our in-flight television program.
All right, you know what? Oh yeah, the Domino Rally, yeah. But I mean, they have a domino setter to do it, you know, to help them out. It holds 100 dominoes, so they at least had that. But isn't that how dominoes are? It takes so long to put them up, and then they just go away, and they get to do it all again. Clean up some lines here real quick. I think I like how this is sitting. Now. Had a chance to just kind of look at it, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's go into the hair. Our for effect pen. Definitely gonna need to bump that up. Okay, so. Now let's go 20. Then again, I will be getting rid of that forehead line there, so that's actually fine. Let's clean up where I don't want. Okay, not looking bad so far. Let's clean up that head. How am I liking this? Alright, yeah, not bad. Oh, let's get her eyebrows real quick before I get too carried away. We'll actually use the for effect pen for that as well, maybe. That's a little thick, I know. Yeah, no, we're not going to use a for effect pen on there. We'll bump this up to 8, though. I think I accidentally did Pierce's sketch and pen, or marker, which is why those lines are looking thick. Reset and zoom out. Okay, yeah, not bad. Alright, back to the hair. Let's one big swing here. Oh, what am I catching on? Oh, there's a little... That's like a little scratch on my tablet. I think that's one the bad nub that we had a while ago. Anyway. Let's bump you to 30. Swing wide. I like that. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. We'll start in here. Bring it around. Nope. Start here. Bring it around. No. Man, I'm moving all kinds of around. Trying to get this right. Or at least what I want to be right. Well, I could just use a regular marker to fill this in a little bit. I'll go forward because I like how the rest of it looks. Just this needs a little more filling in, I think. There. Rid of that. Now, want to get like some of this long hair she's got here. Basically have that's what's brushing, what she's brushing back behind her ear. So I gotta play with this a little bit here. Nope, nope. So I like that line. I think if I get rid of some of this, yeah. This is a good start. Maybe if I just, what happens if we get rid of all this together right here? think that could work. Maybe leave a couple more strands. Let's see what. All right. I like how things are sitting at the moment. Let's at least get rid of this here. Yeah, get rid of this part of the ear is fine. And this portion of the neck. Kind of have like some hair falling here. I think that's actually not that bad. Oh, is that our sleepy doctor right there? Hello, Psyduck. Hello there, Doc and Doctor Who I see has joined us. Yes, gobos tend to have sharp teeth, as I am told. Alright, let's pop into our detail layer here. And do I want to use the circle? You know, let's look at the circle tool at least. That is set to perfect circle, which we do not want. That means adjust. Nope, not that one. There it is. Way too big. Alright, go to 10. The only thing I'm not a fan of for the circle tool is like, yeah, I know you need to start from a corner and things like that. But that's it. After that, you gotta go with that, and then you just gotta move that shit. There's all this shit around. And it's not actually a bad size. We might actually go with that. Not that bad, actually. I kind of like that. Oh, the eye doctor was fine. That's basically I'm just getting the prescription. Funny enough, the glasses I've been wearing, which not my most recent pair. My most recent pair was the pair I need replaced, and that pair is about. I think I've had that pair since like maybe 2018, maybe 19. I got that pair a week before I got in my accident, which totaled my car. So that was like 2018, 2019, I think. And the pair I've had before then, which was my second pair of glasses, like second pair ever glasses, I've probably had those since 2002, 2003, maybe. I know I got them either during or after high school. So, early 2000s. My first pair of glasses, I got those 4th grade, I think. So yeah, the pair of glasses I've been wearing about 20 years old. Well, that's the thing, really, is that, like, I wore contacts for a while, but my prescription never really changed that much. And actually today, going to the doctor, the prescription I have now currently is actually slightly weaker than my old glasses are. So yeah, my prescriptions basically stayed the same, yes. Little bit of stigmatism, but I mean that just naturally happens in most people from what I'm told. But yeah, it's slightly better, just like a little bit better, not a whole lot better, but like maybe like a lens difference or something like that. But anyway, let's grab this, and we're gonna just duplicate this layer once for now. Duplicate layer. Make it just a little bit smaller. Oh shit, what'd I do? Okay, Control R, that's the ruler. Okay, I don't need the ruler. Apply transformation, yeah, sure. And the border of the glasses, you know what? Yeah, let's make it a little bit smaller. Teeny bit more. There we go. I mean, I don't have terrible stigmatism, but like the doctor really meant, you know, like the last appointment I went to before today, you know, and the doctor's like, well, you know, you've got a little bit of stigmatism, but you know, not a whole lot. But that's kind of natural. All right, so we're going to go ahead and combine these two layers because I like where this lens is sitting at. No, let's not combine these yet. Let's duplicate this one. We're going to move this over here. And through the power of television and movie magic.
The big Stevie TV doesn't support.
Oh my god, shut up! Fucking Alexa mouthing off more than usual. Didn't even say her activation word, you dummy. I think that's good right there, but inch that over a little bit. And this one. Nope. Like that. Okay, now I think we can merge these layers together. Think we're good on the glasses. If not, we are now. Merge selected layers. There we go. Hit that save button. Let's go ahead, clean up inside the frames. And we'll also put the piercings in. Pierce's piercings. What fun. Let's follow the lobe actually on that one. Here we go. And then we got circular one here. Is that like a small one? Yeah, there's small, like little bumps. And I guess that goes like, will be against the teeth than I guess a lip ring does, so we'll bring that around like that. Oh, that is on the head layer? I guess it was, yeah. Okay, there we go. So we get that other hair in the back there. For effect. Yeah, definitely bump that to like 25, I think. Yep, and then let's get rid of some of this tunic in here. And take out this little bit of the shoulder. There we go. Hit that save button. I think I did this in the head layer. Yeah, get rid of that. Get rid of some more hand as well. Right there. I don't even think I'm gonna attempt the arms on the glasses. You're an artificer. You ain't gotta explain shit on how they stay on your face. They just do. Like Apple Jacks, we just do. I mean, I don't know what to tell you guys about the volume. I've got a pretty, I'm pretty close to the microphone, and my volume mixer shows I get pretty close to the yellow, so I don't know what it is about your guys' sound setup. plus I've also got, music to kind of go off of, and I don't see anybody really saying, "Oh, music is too loud," you're too quiet. I'm getting, I don't get much feedback from you guys, so I just assume everything is going all right. That save button. A little bit of the head there. Oh, I can get rid of the ear here. There we go. Oh, pull things. All right. Ruins. Okay, you see, that's some good feedback saying I'm quiet. We can work with that, because then we can turn this up and see if that fixes the issue. So I can hear myself in my head. Obviously I can't listen to the stream, or else I'll get double feedback, or else I'll get feedback. So. That's right again. Well, I can put some of that. I can do that back here with just a regular pen. Bump that up to about 10. There we go. We'll do that. There we go. All right. Ruins. Let's grab our blue here. And... all right. Let's look at our noise. I've got to change those colors because I do want to keep with this blue. So Pierce details, yes. All right, let's lock those. Actually, you know what? We can lock those details into black now, since we're going to be using the blue. There we go. Unlock layer, close things off, go back to our ruin layer, grab our blue. Alright, so... no, not that. There we go. Like that. Yeah, these are probably actually going to have to go on the bottommost layer. Which is fine. Yeah. Okay, did that. I think we can actually turn, yeah, we can turn the sketch layer off now, I believe. So let's do that. Yep, aside from colors, we don't need the sketch layer at the moment, so let's turn that off. All right. Now, if I remember how to do this correctly, we copy this layer. Let's duplicate it. And then go to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur. And then I think I just add some of that, and it gives it like a light a bit of a light effect going around it. So if we just grab ourselves, let's just grab that middle green color here. Let's just quick layer here. Put in there. Yeah, there's a faint glow under there. What I might want to do, let's lock this layer. Let's go white. That's no, I said lock. That does kind of help it stand out a little bit. Okay, let's, come on. Cancel. Okay. So I can't cancel the current blur on the layer then. I can only just turn it off. Let's grab the blue it came from. Let's play with this a little bit. Let's make it brighter on its own. Why are you preventing me from altering the layer? Oh, because it's not turned on, that's why. Nope. Okay, it's not necessarily how I wanted the effect to go then. So let's go back. Blur is off. Let's lock our layer here. Ooh, that's actually kind of what I want to do. Actually, it's kind of what I'm looking for. All right, let's have that. You really can't see it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go back. Let's go all the way back and take these off for the moment here. Because I have an idea. Let's grab our blue here. Go back to our noise color. And what I want to do get rid of that layer. I'll make a new vector layer then underneath it. Because with the vector layer, just go over each one twice here. Runes. Then we'll duplicate this, duplicate the layer. Lighter. We can't lock the layer though. Okay. This allows us to edit the layer. Switch corner, split line, adjust opaque, and see. All right. Nope, that's not going to work the way I want it to. Plan C, I guess. The regular ruins layer. At 20, so we're going to go to 40. Wrong one. 20, let's go to 40. We'll make our own glow. Bump that to 20, make this lighter. Just make a new layer right on top. This is kind of what I wanted to get. So we'll just make it ourselves. We don't need no fancy layer options. We can do it on our own. Let's get rid of that down there. Yeah. Hit that save button. Call this here for good. Probably end up finishing Pierce next week. If not, I might actually have to be on to another character by that point because we're getting down to crunch time. But as always, thank you for joining me. You guys have a good rest of your week, and I'll catch you on Saturday. Y'all take it easy.